Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about the 9th round of World Chess Championship played between Ding Liren and Nepomniachtchi. Nepomniachtchi started the game with e4 and black responded with e5, and the next move which was played was knight to f3, and this game ended in a draw between Nepomniachtchi of Russia and Ding Liren after 82 moves. So the game used the Berlin defense, the Royal Lopez opening, and converted into the Berlin defense. So now c6, b5, bishop to b5, knight f6. Now at this point the Berlin defense is used, widely considered black's most reliable option against e4. Makes his first appearance in this duel. This is impressive as a feature of World Chess Championship matches in that the openings are usually repeated. This is yet another feature that makes this match unique. We have witnessed London defense, French defense, and some different in Nimzo Indian variation. So this was first time used in this tournament, the Berlin defense. So the next move was d4 and then bishop to c5. The move continued. This is the normal development. Black castles on the king side, and black then white also castles and secures the king. So the next move was black played d5, and seventh move was bishop to d2. So at this stage the game is normal. Pawn takes the pawn again at the e4, and the next move a5 was played. So all of this is a critical variation of the anti-Berlin and was played in an important game of the candidates tournament. The idea of this move is to gain space on the queen side and prevent b2 and b4. So the next move which was played, a4, to secure and its bishop, and now in order to develop this pawn in the next round, in the next move. It's a good option, fixing the pawn structure on the queen side. So the next move, queen to e7. At this stage bishop to c6 could have been played, and here bishop could have taken the knight. So it would have been a critical move, but this has been worked out by computers as it happens in forcing lines in the options. So we will just continue toward the main match. So queen to e7, 10th move, queen to c2, and knight to b8. So at this stage this is a typical maneuver, improving the knight's position. Here as you can see, the black took back its knight. The pawn will go to c6 at this in order to deflank this bishop, and the knight can choose whether to go to a6 or d7. So this game actually saves a lot of moves and gives black to think one more time before moving some pieces. So rook to e1, rook to d8. Rook to d8 not the easiest move to play since black has natural alternatives, but Ding surely was still following his preparation. So the next move is important, which he played, the Nepomniachtchi h3. He knew about the plan. It's a typical move, avoiding problem with bishop to g4. So or knight f6. So the next move which was played was pawn to h6 and knight to f1. Now at this stage white has also taken back its knight to secure the and move it. Now finally the move came and the c6 was played, and now white has to take back its bishop. So bishop to c4 and knight to a6. Now knight to a6 is a surprising route for the knight, as knight d2 or b6 is a simple alternative, but Ding's plan is more active and better. So in the next move, the Ding can just simply sacrifice his knight for and grab these pieces, grab this knight with the bishop, and at the same time attack this rook. So the next move which was played was by Nepomniachtchi was knight to g3 and knight to c7. So at this net, black plans become clear. He wants to retreat the bishop to f8, protect the king, and bring the knight to c5. So now black will just simply take this back, and he is ready to bring his knight to c5. So what if after the bishop to a2 was played? So after this pawn move, so we will just, so at this stage in the next move, Nepomniachtchi played bishop to a2. So Nepo thought for a long time before playing this mysterious and not very convincing move. It just blocks your rook from attacking and controlling this field. But we will just continue towards the game. Let's see what did this move has done for. So the next move which was played, b5, 16 move, and queen to e2. So the white plays queen to e2, white attacks the b5 pawn while preparing the attack with knight h4 and queen f3. This is a critical moment in the game. So now the middle game begins. Rook to b3. It's an inaccuracy that leads to the difficult position for black. This move is too slow. But here Nepomniachtchi plays h4. Suddenly the attack on the king side gets serious. Black takes his bishop back and queen to f3. Not a natural move, and bishop and pawn takes the free pawn at a4. It's necessary, I think it's necessary to go for some counterplay as defensive moves are not enough. So at this stage, bishop to h6 was played. So they're trying to open, to keep sacrificing his bishop in order to open this file. So it's a decisive attack. So the black, instead of taking, just played knight to c6 and completely ignores. So now another attack comes, and it was knight to g6. So what? Rook takes the pawn, knight takes the bishop at f8, rook to f8 captures back, and white has some interesting options now, as bishop to g5, and not bishop to g5, not the best one, but he played it. So now the bishop is under attack. We take it back and attack the rook. Rook to b5, and 24 move was bishop to a3 and rook to e8. So Ding prepares an exchange sacrifice and attacks the pawn. So another critical moment of the game. This makes things easier for Ding. So in the first 24 moves, the game is now, I think I'll say it's balanced. Another critical move of the game, and bishop takes the bishop at e6. It's an accuracy, and it makes things easier for black. So bishop takes, and now another knight comes, and necessary to protect the d6 square. And where is the d6? This is here. You have to capture to protect from queen from entering this square. So now if in the next few moves it can just enter your square. f5, and now the c5 was very necessary to protect the d6 square. Queen to e2 and rook to b3, queen to c4, bishop takes back. So these are some. At this stage the queens were sacrificed, exchanged. White offers an exchange, black accepts, and the game continues. So these are some natural normal moves. So I think at this stage this move is important, the a4. So the game simplified a lot, and it's clear that a draw is on the way at this stage because both the players have sacrificed their and exchanged their pieces. And next move, which was important, knight to d4. So a practical and safe option leading to an ending that is easily defensible for player of defense. I think it's natural move for Ding. Knight to f6, pawn captures, and rook takes the d4 pawn, g1, g6, and knight to e3. So these are some natural moves, a counterplay which were made. So these are actually, they play these moves in just 6 hours they take, but now we have to just review it as small short as possible. Rook to b5, rook to e1, giving a check, and now the game continues. They both are attacking their pieces, but the game continues. Finally, black offers that in exchange, and white accepts. Now the white at this stage is in upper. He can just win. So now we are in the knight's endgame, and the game continues toward the critical position. Now they are giving a check to each other, and now the draw is simply because the white cannot just simply progress, and it will certainly be the draw. So this was the 9th round of World Chess Championship between Nepomniachtchi of Russia and Ding Liren. So I hope you like the video and you know this game ended in a draw. So I'll see you in the next video.